Johnny's got another problem. Jimmy had an overdose. And Susie had another run-in with the one she loves the most. Kid's got another question. When's Daddy coming home? You know it's hard to face this world.
Welcome to Underkill TV here in Pontypool in Dragonfly, joined with the one and only Wolfsbane, who have literally just come off stage about half an hour ago. How was it for you guys? How was it?
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah, packed, sold out. Awesome.
Very nice. Very enjoyable.
Yeah, the great thing was that we had fans. We started in 1984, and we had fans who'd seen us in 1988 and earlier here at the gig. There was someone from near Tamworth that'd seen us in Tamworth Arts Centre was here at the gig tonight. So it was a really rewarding gig because we're playing to so many old fans, and there were guys, the last time they saw us was supporting Iron Maiden. Yeah. So it was incredible vibe really, and we had people at the end going, it's the first time I've seen you and now I'm a fan. So it was really good, and we never expected a reaction like that. You know, it's a small venue. He sold it out really early on. It's an independent venue. He worked really hard to make it happen, and it was really good.
That's one thing I was going to say. Like, I mean, I was talking to Steve earlier before the night, and that was always one thing about Wolfsbane. You were always, like we said, you know, each individual, you put your heart and soul into the live show, which has always been sort of a tradition with Wolfsbane. They're always remembered for such great live shows, isn't it?
Yeah, and the last time we come, when we was down here in the valleys before, the reason why the girls didn't come back was because we impregnated them. And there was some here tonight, which was a bit of a pain, really, but like, there you go, this is what happens when we haven't been in the valleys for a while. Come on, this.
And we haven't been back to the valley since 1988.
And the one thing I was going to ask Jeff, it was really sort of humbling. I don't know if you noticed it from the stage, the sort of new era Wolfsbane stuff, like off Wolfsbane Smoking the Red Light, that was going down. The crowd was singing back almost every word to it.
Yeah, I think in another dimension they would have been hit singles, but there you go. You know,
it can still happen. Weird things can happen in music. It's never over in music. There is always that chance that a song would catch. And when we came up with Smoking Red Light, it was something that just clicked. And we're at Jace's house, starting on something. Jeff came round, and it was a break from work, and he came round to Jace's house. He said, I've got this idea. Then he left, went back to work. Jace and I worked on the lyrics, and the rest of the lyrics of the song.
I turned up with I'd got the chorus and the riffs and the pre-chorus, and I said, this is great, just, you know, see what you can do with it. And I came back about 2 hours later, and Bailey had written all the words, and they demoed it, and it was basically the finished song.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best songs. It ranks alongside every other good song that we've done, from Cathode Ray Clinic and Black Lagoon and all of those big songs that we've done. For me, Smoking Red Light, when I'm singing it, I'm absolutely involved in it, and it feels as natural to be in the set and almost as comfortable as I Like It Hot and Easy and Tough as Steel. That's how it feels. So even though it's one of the new songs, 17 years later after, it really felt like, well, we're still writing together. When you get these four people together, there's a magic that happens, and we sound like Wolfsbane.
And that's the thing I was saying. I was talking earlier, like, Massive Noise Injection must have been, it's near enough 25 years ago. It's hard to believe that, and I mean, what a great record that is. What's the plans? Is there any plans to maybe do another album or another live album or anything like that?
We recorded Birmingham live, so that, and we've been listening to that. It's come out really well. So the plan is to get that mixed up and make a new live album for next year. So watch out for that one.
So anybody that wants to check that out, then Jeff, is just like the Facebook page, follow Twitter, everything.
It's going to happen. I mean, the recording came out too well not to use it, didn't it? I mean, we will do it. Yeah, we will do another live album.
It's wolfsbanehms.com. So wolfsbanehms.com. Please check out there. Any news will be posted on there, and and on our Facebook. Yeah.
And what is the plans? Are you guys going to keep doing this then, Steve? Is it like every now and then you'll get together, everything as well?
Yeah, as long as we don't get too many lawsuits from the women, but it's all going to go ahead. It's getting older.
It's taken 2 years to get this tour together, and we'd love to do it every year, but it's so difficult to get the 4 of us together. We love doing it. We absolutely love doing it. So we'll try as hard as we can to find a few days to come back next year.
Excellent stuff. And one thing that really sort of struck me on this tour, I was telling Steve earlier, was a guy come all the way over from, you didn't know this by the way, but a guy had come all the way over from Texas. He used to live over here, he emigrated to Texas, found out you guys are touring. There was a cluster of a few gigs in the UK that he'd never seen, so he said, I'm going to come over because I've never seen Wolfsbane live. Flew all the way over, went to Winchester, watched you guys, absolutely blown away by it. His name's Nick Phillips. How do you feel about that?
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant. I met him after the show.
Right. Oh.
Yeah. It's brilliant. It's so nice. There's a few things that we didn't get the chance to do. We never got the chance to do our own headline tour of Europe in small venues like this, which we absolutely wanted to do, but we never got the chance to do this in Europe, and we didn't get the chance to do it in the US either. So we have fans over there, and there is a certain degree of nostalgia, and there is a vibe to what we do as Wolfsbane, and it's really great that the quality of what we do, the energy and everything, even though the hairstyles are slightly different, then the energy and the vibe of the show is exactly the same as 1984.
Well, that's the first thing I found tonight, Jason, when you guys come on stage. Sort of stood by the side, and it was a small room, but it was ram-packed in there. And you sort of stood to the side of the stage. As the set went on, towards the end of the set, I was sucked into the middle. The pair of us, myself and Lee, couldn't move. It's like classic Wolfsbane all over again from back in the day.
It's great, and it does bring back memories playing places like this, when we used to, and they were just like this, and they're still just the same, and just as much fun to come here, you know, to somewhere that's a little bit out of the way, and you know, the reactions are always great. You know, people really appreciate you coming over, so it's always a great party.
That happens as well. We go back. We played so many places with hardly any equipment, and we just, you know, we had awful things happen to us in the past. We had somebody at one place we played. Some people ripped a radiator off the wall and threw it on the stage and broke the roadie's shoulder.
Really?
Yeah. Just crazy things that have happened to us over the years. We played all sorts of places, and I think we get back to a small place with a low stage, not much fold back, and we start clicking through. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, Tamworth Art Centre downstairs. Bang, that's it. And there we go. Ah, Lichfield, Enots. Yes, this is it. And you start clicking back, and you're back in that place with all the experience. And so that's it. There's a kind of nostalgia attached to it, but also there's a thing where you go, you know what, there's nothing that we haven't done, nothing that we haven't played, and come back and gone, yeah, we're going to win this. So it was really fun.
And what's been the highlight as well, Jeff, for you on this little run of shows?
So far,
Really?
brilliant. It's been some of the best gigs we've done since we got back together, and it's been sold out. Because everyone loves you when it's sold out. It's great.
Has that been all through the run then, Steve? It's been so...
Yeah, the whole lot's all good. So.
I mean, that must be humbling after all these years of being together, like you said, 30-odd years, and you're still selling out venues.
It's just fantastic that when the 4 of us get together and you put Wolfsbane on a poster, that people just go, no matter what the gap is, this time it's 2 years, before 17 years, people go, oh, that's going to be worth seeing, I'm going to see it. And they, you know, it's just fantastic that people still have that degree of faith and belief in that name Wolfsbane, that we worked so hard back in the day.
Excellent. I'll just come to you in a second, Blaze, but tomorrow night's a bit special for you as well, Jeff, because you're playing twice tomorrow in 2 sets with the other band.
Yeah, maybe not such a good idea, but it seemed like a good idea at the time.
That's Fuck Dust 4, yeah?
Fuck Dust 4, yeah. I'm going on with Fuck Dust 4, then going straight back on with Wolfsbane afterwards. But, I'm up for it. Yeah, I've done it before. We did it a couple of years ago, but you know, I'll see how it goes. Should be all right.
And what's the plans for you, Blaze? Are you going out solo next year, or are you doing...
Yeah, I start on the 28th of February. I've got a new album. I go out with that, and then I finish on the 31st of May. And that's it, really, for my 3 albums. And I hope, just really hope that every December we can get Wolfsbane back together and play different venues around the UK. Perhaps one day play a date in Europe. I don't know.
But guys, thanks so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure watching you guys tonight. Absolute pleasure chatting to you guys. Is there any message I'd like to ask all of you for the fans individually? I know it's coming up to Christmas.
Thank you for your support. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for believing in Wolfsbane. We've had a great tour so far. Please look after yourself. We need you.
Jace?
Yeah, Blaze Bailey, the Dark Lord, said it all, I think. Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas and what Bailey said.
And Steve, the last word with you.
Black leather jacket.
What, mine? This is Alistair from Underkill TV signing out with the one and only Wolfsbane. Thank you guys, thank you so much. Merry Christmas everyone.
You know it's hard to face
Hello,
this world.
Nick
Oh,
Billy.
yeah, when you feel it
Can you hear me?
alone.
Nick, thank you for coming all the way from America to see Wolfsbane. Cheers.
Up in smoke. This whole world's going up in smoke. Can't stay out of trouble. You got nothing else to do. And it's hard to not get paranoid.